once again, I am now joined by Anasi Tar and
Baru!
Hello! How's it going?
So good. It's great to be here with the movie guy. You know everything about every movie, so I feel honored to be here.
Yeah, me too. I'm just excited to get to experience something new.
It's the movie
See a
guy
new
from
version of
TikTok.
Superman. Look at us go.
Well, that's a nice segue into the question I had for you guys.
Okay.
He's been around now for quite a number of years, and I was curious to hear your guys'
You
thoughts
do.
as to why you think he's been around this long, why you think fans have this adoration for him.
It's an interesting question.
That's a great question. I feel like it stems from everybody loving having someone to root for. I mean, like, he's kind of just like a pillar of being a good person and taking care of the people around him. And so I feel like kind of having that amplified into a superhero form is like something that's really nice to lean on and look forward to.
Welcome in everybody to the
It's a pillar of
live
hope. That's what we
interview
need in the world right now. Also, maybe the best Halloween costume of all time. I mean, look how many Supermen and women we have here right now. It's amazing.
Yeah, sadly, I do not fill the suit. I've tried it before. It doesn't look the same. I don't have the chest.
The fake muscle suit. One is a blow up.
Yeah, and it just doesn't look that good because the neck isn't the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were pretty excited to learn about a certain canine character. Is that correct?
I heard that I get to see a puppy today on screen, and so that I'm looking forward to that.
Wow. I did not know that. I can't wait. I'm even more excited
I
now.
don't know why that makes me really excited, but I'm looking forward to it.
Gotcha. Yes, thank you guys so much for stopping by.
Of course.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you guys, as always.
Thanks for having us. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Anthony Carrigan, who plays Metamorpho in Superman. Anthony, how does it feel to be here at the world premiere for the film? The fans are giving crazy energy. You're finally about to watch the movie in a jam-packed crowd. How does it feel?
It's epic. It's like too much
Thank
for
you.
words, you know. But honestly,
Can you hear the
it's been kind of
interview?
epic from the get-go. You know, we're so proud of this movie. We put so much heart and effort and love into it. So to be able to share it with everyone today it's unreal. It's so great.
Metamorpho is one of the standouts in this one, I gotta say. For you, for the fans who aren't as familiar with
I'm
this
trying to
character,
figure out
what
where
can you
they're
tell us about
standing
Metamorpho
at.
and how he fits into this story?
Well, Metamorpho is, I mean, like, he's kind of a cult favorite, you know, so if you do your research and, like, check it out, I mean, he's got some great stuff in the comic books, but he's a wild card, you know, he's definitely, like, a mysterious character in this, but, yeah, there's definitely something for everyone in this movie, and I think Metamorpho has a great arc, I don't want to give anything away, because I just want people to be surprised.
You guys have such a stacked cast of talent and the filmmakers behind it. James Gunn is leading the charge. Why was James Gunn the perfect director to take on Superman, and what makes him special after having worked with him?
Well, because he cares. He has passion. He loves
I think he's right
Superman.
in
I mean,
here.
it shows in this movie. It shows in the whole cast. In every person he's assembled. Yeah, just every certain aspect of this film comes alive because James cares. Because he loves this character, and that's what people are gonna really kind of take home is just how much passion is in there.
Now I gotta ask, do you have a favorite on-set memory?
Favorite on-set memory? I would say probably the first time that I actually got into
Where's the
wardrobe.
umbrella?
Nathan, what's up, buddy? The first time I ever got into wardrobe and seeing people's reactions
I don't see the
because
umbrella.
it's so incredible what they were able to do with this costume. It's unreal.
Oh, that
I
umbrella.
kind of don't really look like myself at all. But yeah, just the magic of that really kind of took over. And,
That umbrella.
And yeah, it was crazy.
I saw it
Anthony,
afterwards.
thank you so much for joining us tonight. Congrats on
With the
film.
little
We
dots
appreciate
on
you.
it.
Thank
right?
you so much. Thank you, everyone out there.
What's up, guys? Now we're here with Frank Grillo, who plays Rick Flag Sr. Frank, unlike a lot of the other characters in this film, we've already met Rick Flag.
Yes.
What can you tell us about this chapter of his story?
Well, he's on a journey of vengeance, and Superman happens to be in his way. And you see what happens. We have to get rid of him.
Now, how does it feel to just be here tonight? Again, this has been such a journey for so many of you guys. To be here, seeing the fans so excited. The film comes out this weekend. Talk to me.
I love it. You know, I've been on this road with some big movies before, but I gotta tell you, the energy for Superman has been building like no other movie I've ever been involved in. So I'm excited. I'm excited for James Gunn and Peter Safran and DC Studios, and I think people are gonna be really, really happy.
Now, I know you've grown up a superhero and a Superman fan, so talk to me about what it was like seeing David in costume for the first time, and embodying the character.
Yeah, I mean, when I showed up with James, he said, "Do you want to meet Superman?" I said, "Yeah." And we were just kind of walking along on set, and he stepped around from like in the back of a curtain with the, and it took me about 10 minutes to look up because he's a very large man. And I gotta tell you, I felt like I was 8 years old, and I said to him, "You were born to play this role." So, yeah, I mean, David is amazing. He's a great actor. I've seen him in other things, and I was a big fan of his. And so, he kills it, man. He is Superman.
So, we've seen you in Creature Commandos. We're seeing you in Superman. We know Peacemaker Season 2 is coming along.
Left to the right.
How does it feel to just be a part of a greater, interconnected DC universe?
Yeah, that's the thing for me. It's like, you know, being old and being involved in everything DC is doing. It's like I'm the connective tissue in some ways. I'm just really grateful, and I love James Gunn and Peter Safran for believing in me and letting me ride in this journey. You know,
I think that's him in the green suit.
Well, we're excited to see Rick Flag in this and see you in beyond. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, bro. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys, we're here next with Amari Gichong. Amari, how does it feel to be at the Superman World Premiere? What are you most excited to see in this film?
I mean, it is an iconic film. I originally come from Europe. It is big in Europe. It is big everywhere in the world.
Well, I heard you created something pretty special for the release of this movie. Can you talk us about what that creation and what went into making it?
Yeah, I was super honored and lucky enough to create something quite creative. I was able to make the globe at the entry of the Daily Planet. I don't know if you see the iconic globe. It's also featured on the top of the building, and it was a real challenge for many reasons.
Well, how long did it take to make it? What inspired this creation in the first place? Because there's a lot to create within the world of Superman alone. So talk to me about just that whole process and how it all came together.
I think it's the most easy inspiration would be the man himself, Superman. I wanted to take an approach where I was giving a clear visual of the movie, but something that people would not expect. It's very architectural and somewhat very difficult to do. I had to hand sculpt a globe. I've learned so much about the world, much more than I did before the project. And some of my most favorite moments were to hang those chocolate letters in suspension around the globe. It was a real logistic to make this work.
Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Now, guys, let's take a look at the creation. What's up, guys? Now we're here with Michaela Hoover, who plays Cat Grant. Michaela, it's been such a journey for you guys.
So excited!
Wow, the movie's coming out. The fans are here. How do you feel to be here?
I'm so grateful. This is absolutely incredible. This is the best. I'm so happy.
Now, Cat Grant is the type of woman who walks into a room and just owns it. You're owning this carpet tonight.
Thank you so
Did that come
much.
naturally?
There she is.
What about this character just intrigued you the most?
She's got a white orbit right there.
I think what I like about Kat is if she wants something, she gets it. Like, she'll get it done no matter what it takes, she will do it. And she is a strong, independent woman who knows what she wants and, like I said, gets it.
1000%. Now, Kat isn't the only Daily Planet member. There's so many more. You guys have such a great chemistry. Is that something that just came natural? Talk to me about those days on set filming with the whole Daily Planet group.
It was absolutely incredible. All of the cast really...
Natural. Talk to me about those days on set filming with the whole Daily Planet group.
It was absolutely incredible. All of the cast really just got along so well. We all are like a family, and from day one, it felt like summer camp. We just love each other. It's great. I mean, they're all such talented people and such good
She's
humans.
right there behind
Now, from a
Supergirl.
fan's perspective, there's the action, there's a love story, there's so much to enjoy about this movie. What are you most excited for fans to see when it comes out this weekend?
I am the most excited for fans to see that kindness is cool. And kindness is what we should all be doing. We are all on this planet together. We should all be doing it together and loving one another. And yeah, I mean, just kindness.
1000%. That's what Superman's all about.
Yeah.
Did you have any just like favorite filming locations while filming this movie? What made that whole Daily Planet set special? Did you have anything that you added into that set that is just your own tweak on, you know, what Cat's office looks like?
Oh my God, walking into the Daily Planet was chills. It was absolutely incredible. We filmed in a place called Macon in Georgia, and it was just really, really magical. We all did dinners afterwards every day, and I would say that Rachel really set the tone for me for the film. She is such an incredible actress, but more importantly, an incredible human. And from day one, she was so kind. She just, I love her. I absolutely love her.
And we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for making this movie, bringing these characters to life. And thank you for joining us right
Happy
now.
to finally meet you.
Happy to
I've
finally
seen all your
meet you.
videos.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
the movie guy on TikTok.
Thank you, girl. You're amazing. You're amazing. Wow.
He got on there because he's got the followers.
What's up, guys? Now we're here with Eve Teschmacher herself, Sara Sampaio. Sara, how does it feel to be here? It's the
Oh my
premiere.
god, it's so surreal. It's good. It's been like 2 years in the making. I can't believe it's finally here, and I'm finally here. It's just like, oh my god. I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe we're premiering at the Chinese.
And we're on the Fortress of Fullerton right now.
Yeah, exactly.
What can you tell us about Eve Teschmacher? She is such an interesting character, and she has a lot of fun in this movie. Talk to us about her role in this film.
Yeah, I mean, without giving it too much, she's just fun, and she loves clothes, she loves to take selfies, she's all about herself and her rich boyfriend that takes her to all these cool places, but there's a lot more than meets the eye.
You mentioned the rich boyfriend. Talk to me what it was like filming with Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. He has such a presence in this film. What was it like to witness that in person?
Oh, you know, like, he's such a hard guy to work with. Oh, no, I mean, he was amazing. He's such... I already knew Nick. He was the only one that I knew beforehand, so that was really nice to know that at least I knew someone, and he's the kindest person ever. He's such an incredible actor. He just, like, turns it on. And yeah, I mean, it's been such a dream to be able to act with such an incredible actor as him, yeah.
You, Nick, the list goes on and on. Such a talented group of people. Why was James Gunn the director to bring this film to life, and what makes this film special in the way he did it?
So James Gunn is a fan. Before anything, I mean, he's an incredible director and writer, but I think he's just a fan of comic books and superheroes, and he knows the material better than anyone. Really, better than anyone. So he really stayed true to that, and he's pretty much just a fan with incredible taste, and he's so talented director that he's just a fan doing a Superman movie. So it's like, there isn't a better fit, really.
1000%. The heart, the comedy, all of it comes together so well. Eve is a huge part of the comedic element. And you brought it to this world, girl, so thank you so much for doing what you do. Now look, I know Eve is kind of like a pro at taking selfies, so can we end this interview in Eve fashion with taking a selfie from the Fortress of Solitude?
Do you have a phone?
I do.
All right.
Let's do it right here. All right, boom.
The only channel that's got
You can leave. You show me.
interview.
You're Eve.
So because I'm a millennial, we're gonna go for the above handle.
The cap.
And then you just take a lot, and then one will
There's gotta be a good one in
okay.
there. There's gotta be. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much for what you brought to this film.
Thank
lost
you.
me.
I can't wait for the fans to see it.
I can't wait. I'm really excited. Thank you.
All right, guys. I spot Rachel Brosnahan. Lois Lane is in the building.
Lois
Make some
Lane.
noise! Sweet.
Lois Lane.
What's up, guys? Now we're joined by Lois Lane herself, Rachel Brosnahan. Rachel, how does it feel to be here at the world premiere?
Oh man, it feels wild. I can't believe we're here. There's lots of folks here in costumes. They look amazing. And hi to you guys at home.
The movie is amazing. You're so amazing in this movie. What was it like? Take me back to night one when you first got the call to play this iconic character. Who did you tell? How did you celebrate? Because that's such a big moment.
Literally everyone I called was unavailable, so I was calling and calling, but you can't tell anyone. And then the news broke a couple hours later. So called my best girlfriend, called my husband, called the parents.
That's the
and then
guy.
the rest is history.
And now we're here. It's all led to this
Now we're
moment.
here.
I mean, there's a lot to
see the guy
enjoy with this
interviewing
movie. There's action, there's romance, there's so much. What part of this film are you most excited for fans to see?
Oh man, I'm excited for them to meet new characters that they haven't met before. You know, I knew vaguely about Lois, Superman, Clark, and Lex, but I'm excited for people to meet Mr. Terrific and Metamorpho, Hawkgirl, and so many other characters, and maybe they can find a different way.
You guys got such a great lineup at this. Congrats on the film. Thank you for joining me on the Fortress of Solitude,
Thank
Rachel.
you for inviting me in. It's chilly in here.
Oh, I take care of my guests.
Thank you very much.
What's up, guys? Now we're here with Isabela Merced, Hawkgirl. Make some noise!
Thanks, y'all.
This has been a 2-year journey for you. How does it feel to be here tonight, embracing the fans? The film's about to come out this weekend. Talk to me.
It's great. You guys are super calm and cool, and my family's here, and my best friend from Ohio is here. It was really cool getting to represent sort of like the Cleveland story and film it in Cleveland and be from Cleveland and all of it. It's really cool.
This was like a home game for you.
It's so exactly. That's exactly what it felt like. LeBron James.
Hey, shout out LeBron.
Shout out LeBron.
So, Hawkgirl, we meet her in this movie. We know we're gonna see her in Peacemaker Season 2. What can you tell us about this chapter and her story?
Well, I don't know too much. As you know, I only know really what happens in those 2 specific projects, but I'm really excited to see how the Justice Gang, temporary name, evolves and turns into a bigger, more fulfilled group. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see where the story goes. I'm a big fan of the comics. I know there's
See, the
more
music
in
stops
that,
when
but
they start talking.
I'm just really happy to be
So it's
donning
gotta
the
be
wings
down
of the
here
Mason
somewhere.
helmet.
You crush it in this movie. You
Thank
mentioned
you.
the Justice Gang.
The Justice.
You got your boys, Eddie Goodeggy,
Yeah.
Nathan, Billy. What was it like filming with them, and how did you guys build that chemistry? Because as soon as you guys come on screen, there is just such a history there.
Yeah, thank you for asking. You know, it didn't really feel real until we were all together for the camera test. It didn't really click for me, and so when we were all stood there together in our costumes and in front of the camera, it made sense, and I was confident in it in that moment.
David Cornsweet, he is so incredible as Superman.
He's incredible.
You have some scenes with him in this film. Talk to me about when you first saw him walking onto set in that suit. I feel like that's got to be a magical experience.
He's an incredible human being as well. He does a great job in this, but he's a good person. And he had his dog Ira. So cute. This scene is big man with this little dog. It was so adorable, and I too carry a little dog with me everywhere I go. So we bonded on that almost
I think that's
immediately.
her right
but
there.
I'm really excited for everyone to see how talented he is. I remember seeing his work a long time ago in a Ryan Murphy project and knowing that he just had that star factor, and he shines in this film. He's truly incredible.
And you shine as well. Thank you so much for joining us, and congrats on the movie.
Thanks. It's hard to focus when there's so
Right, there's so much happening.
I'm so overwhelmed. But thank you for being so kind.
What's up, guys? Now joining me on stage, we have Will Reeve, who plays a Metropolis reporter. Will,
That's Christopher
talk to me.
Reeve's son.
You and your family have such a history within the legacy of this character and just sharing his message with the rest of the world. My earliest memory is watching Superman 78 on VHS, and so from watching that film to now be here doing this at the world premiere for Superman, talk to me about what this means to you and what it's like to see so many fans continuing to celebrate Superman.
Oh, I love it. It's such an honor. I think that Superman is an iconic character for all time, and my dad, way back when, was the custodian, the steward of the character, and now it's David's turn.
That's him
and
right
it's this
there. That's Christopher.
whole amazing
That's
team
Will
of
Reeve.
filmmakers and actors. It's their chance to shine and show off what they've done, and they did a great job. And I'm just honored to play literally a tiny part in this, and everyone's been so good to me, inviting me along to hang out and hang on the red carpet with my fiance. It's a great time. It's awesome.
It's a great time, and hey, I gotta say, even though you have one scene, you are pretty great in that one scene, I must say.
Well, sure, I have, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who obviously hasn't seen it yet, but I have some practice playing the role that I play in this film.
Talk to me about what it was like getting that phone call of not only, hey, Will, you're gonna come to the set of Superman, but no, we actually want you to be in it.
It was great. I was in the middle of dinner, I remember, and I got a call from a number that I didn't really recognize, but I answered it for some reason. And they explained who they were and what they wanted me to do, and I said, yeah, I'm in. And that was kind of it, and it's been a fun journey since.
Now, getting to see David do his thing as Superman, what was that moment like for you, and what do you think David brings to this role that is just very special?
David brings the humanity and the sincerity, I think, to the role that is necessary for Superman. Superman's kind of an earnest guy who just wants the best for the planet, really, and for the universe. And I think David is that type of person too, in his own way. And getting to know him has been a real treat because he absolutely inhabits this role, and he has a lot of similarities with my dad. They both trained at Juilliard. They both take this role very seriously. It's not just dressing up in a cape and tights. It means something more than that, and I couldn't be happier for him.
Will, it's an honor to speak to you tonight. It's an honor to be here for this film. Thank you so much for joining us, and congrats on the movie, brother.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, now we're here with filmmaker James Gunn. James, talk to me about what it's like to be here for the world premiere. You've been traveling the world, but what does it mean to bring it back to Los Angeles and be here today?
I mean, you know, like this is what I really look forward to. I look forward to being here with the audience, with my cast, with my crew, many of whom are seeing the movie for the very first time. So I'm incredibly excited to be here. It just doesn't get any better than this.
You just mentioned a lot of people are seeing this for the first time tonight, and that's because tonight we're going to have a jam-packed crowd. Why is it so important for people to go see this film in theaters and on the biggest screen possible?
Well, this is a movie that you have to see on the big screen, whether it's IMAX or in 3D, 4DX. There's so many great formats to see this in, but it's something that needs to be experienced communally in the theater, surrounded by friends and family, and seeing all the flying, big, crazy Clark, kaiju, robot, flying dog action you can get.
It's insane. There's so much in this film that we've never seen in a superhero film, which I think is a part of what makes it so special. Superman has been a character that has stood the test of time since day one. He is the
original superhero.
So for you, what do you think resonates most with people when it comes to this character, and why has he lasted so long?
Because, you know, the guy is strong, he can fly, he can shoot beams out of his eyes, but he's also got the greatest heart of any character in history of the world in a lot of ways. He's just a really big-hearted guy. He stands for justice, he stands for truth, he stands for sticking up for the little person, he stands for protecting those who need to be protected, and I think that resonates with people today.
James, thank you so much for joining me on this stage on the Fortress of Solitude. It's a pleasure to see you, brother.
Thanks. I've seen you in a lot of countries now. He's everywhere.
I'm following you all over the place.
I'll follow me. Okay.
What's up, guys? We're here with the man of the night, Superman himself, David Corenswet. David, you've been all over the world, Manila, Rio, London. What does it mean to be here back in LA presenting this film in front of a jam-packed crowd?
Oh man, I mean, it's fantastic. LA is where I started, where I came out to slay my first dragon. So it's awesome to be back in on Hollywood Boulevard, and it's all iconic and classic and very hot. Yeah.
But we're in the shade in the fortress.
Yeah, it's nice and cool here in the fortress.
So you've been spending 2 years with this character, and it's led to this moment. What about Superman do you think has resonated with so many people around the world and makes him so special?
I think it's the fact that Superman loves so much the responsibility that he has. Among the superheroes, I think he's the one who loves being a superhero the most. And he brings that to his work every day, and he loves the people that he gets to serve and save. And ultimately, he loves in them the heroes that they have within themselves. He wants to encourage and inspire regular people to become the heroes that they can be. And he loves when they do step up and become heroes in their own right.
Yeah,
now, Dee, we got a ton of fans around us. We got a ton of fans watching online. What's your message to the people of the world ahead of Superman's release this weekend?
Message to the world? That's a big responsibility.
Put this on YouTube.
Be kind to each other, step up to the plate, see what responsibilities you can shoulder, who you can take care of, who you can look out for, and go into the weekend with a little more energy. Hopefully after you see the movie, you'll come out of it with even more energy.
Thank you so much, David. I appreciate you, brother. Congrats on the film.
Appreciate you.
Now, guys, here we have the villain of the film, Lex Luthor. Nicholas Hoult is joining us. Villainy. Nick, you just came from London, now you're in LA. How does it feel to be here tonight celebrating this film ahead of its opening weekend?
I'm so excited the closer it gets to all the fans getting to see the movie. It's been really lovely spending all this time with the cast and crew on this tour, but now it's time to give it to the fans and hopefully they enjoy it.
Superman and Lex, you and David bring these characters to life in such great ways, in such, just like, there's so much to dig into your performances into this film. What about these two characters makes them so iconic and has resonated with so many people around the world?
Because they've been around for so long, and I loved David's interpretation of Superman and Clark Kent. He's such an incredible actor, but even more so just watching him, how he is with people, his priorities, the work ethic he brings to set, but also the kindness he brings to set to everyone around, and watching him and Rachel in scenes together is so dynamic and beautiful. So I'm excited, I'm excited for people to have a new Superman and for it to be him.
Now, Nick, we got a ton of fans here tonight, but there's a ton more watching online. What's your message to the fans of the world in terms of watching Superman in theaters on the biggest screen possible?
Oh, I mean, this movie is so unique. James Gunn is a wonderful visionary director. It's fun, it's so heartfelt, and you want it on the biggest screen possible because it's a magic cinematic experience that will change how you feel about being human.
I found it.
Nick, thank you so much for your time. Congrats on the film, brother. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
See you soon. Yes,
Social media person.
I am
we're
now.
back. Oh, sorry. No, you go. You go. You go.
You're perfect. We are now joined by Nathan Fillion,
Hi.
Guy Gardner, Green Lantern.
I didn't realize everybody was going to be able to hear us.
Everyone's listening. Yeah.
The stakes keep going up. Go.
Do you mind sharing what you
found
got on
them.
your hand there?
This might be the Green Lantern ring that I wore for the film.
Is that not one?
I'm not saying I stole it. I just said, hey, did you hear what happened to this? It got stolen a little later on today, and then I kind of judged their reaction.
And they were okay?
They had 5 of them, apparently.
Okay, then you're perfect. I mean, you're 1 of 5. That's pretty cool. You are one of the few people on this film that have worked with James Gunn before. So you came in with a little bit of an advantage. I was curious what it's like being on a James Gunn set.
Exactly what you wish it would be. I had an idea as to what the industry would be like when I first started out. That's not how it was. Now, 31 years into it, working with the likes of James Gunn, this is what I dreamed it would be when I first started 31 years ago.
That's lovely. I'm sure he'd be very happy to hear you say that. And he probably does hear us.
Is he here?
He is here.
Don't tell him I said that.
Okay, well, we'll just quiet these speakers. I also wanted to talk about your performance. Hysterical, and I was kind of curious how you guys came up with like the performance, how you guys shaped the character.
So much. Listen, it's James Gunn. He doesn't leave a lot to chance. He understands exactly what he's doing. He's a fantastic storyteller. He's really good at his job. He doesn't leave a lot up in the air. He takes care of a great deal. All you gotta do is come on in and say those words, buddy. You're doing great.
I like your haircut now,
Thank you.
but I will say in the film you don a very daring cut.
Yes.
Was that your idea? Was that his idea? Was that something from the comics?
Well, it's the bowl cut for Guy Gardner is canon,
Over that
so
way.
I felt it was important. There were some ideas to try different kinds of unusual and goofy haircuts. I was team bowl cut the whole way. I think it says a lot about Guy Gardner. If you see a fellow walking down the street with a bowl cut, he clearly does not care what you think.
No, he's confident, and it backs it up, the haircut.
Boom.
Yeah. The last thing I wanted to talk about with you is just, without spoiling anything, was there a favorite scene to film?
Yeah. Yes. There was a scene after fighting a giant kaiju in the middle of a park in Metropolis. While filming it, I was strung up on some wires. I came in for a landing and walked over to Superman and started talking shop, super shop. That little boy inside me, the 11-year-old boy, flying around and talking to Superman, that was every dream I've ever had. Right
No, it breathes. It's really cool. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. It's nice to not have to arm wrestle.
I was going to say, how's your arms?
Not great. It's really not good.
You did great that day.
Thank you.
You
so
did great.
much.
You guys.
I am now joined by Wendell Pierce, Mr. Perry White himself. Give it up for him.
Hello, Hollywood!
First off, you look fantastic. I'm really loving the open shirt. You're looking real cool, man.
You know, it's the red and blue, the jacket folds out into a cape, and I might just fly.
I wanted to talk about your experience with DC, if you grew up a fan of the comics, if you grew up a fan of Superman.
You know, I was never a comics fan, but the thing about it is when you meet the fans, like the fans out here tonight, who are fans of the comics, you realize that their love for the mythology of the comic book is infectious. And when you see someone who's infected and affected with that sort of love and interest, you want to be a part of it. So it was the thing that drew me in. So I'm really proud and honored, and I have a great sense of gratitude to be a part of it.
I was lucky enough to be there when you guys were filming a lot of the scenes of the Daily Planet.
Okay, yeah.
And I really loved just watching you kind of control that space, control your crew, and I was curious what that process was like of building what felt like a very authentic newsroom.
Yeah, well, I knew the man, Perry White, was desperate because newspapers, they got to compete with the digital platforms, you know, and so they got to not only create content and get people to read their papers, and he just happened to look up and see this big dude walk into his newsroom and realize, man, I have the story of the century sitting right here. I think I know who this guy might be, but I have to do a little bit more investigating, and of course Lois does all the investigating, and we find out the real deal.
Yeah, no, and what was that like, kind of that relationship, working with Rachel, working with Skylar, all of them?
It was festive. We had a great time every day to walk in to see the big globe of the Daily Planet that was there. It put you into the scene almost immediately, and then when we got, I don't want to give anything away, and did some other stuff, we had a lot of fun.
When other stuff happens, you had a really good time.
Yeah, when a lot of stuff, when you see the movie, you see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and is there a memory from set that really stuck with you? Is there anything? Because I mean, that set was really built out. Like it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I remember the first day I came to set, I was just doing a costume fitting, and they were shooting already, and I turned around and I ran into David. I said, "Oh, dude, you are Superman." I literally, that was the first thing I said, because this dude was jacked.
No, he's 2 times my width. He's a dollar.
And it was literally like running into Superman. He was in costume, and then I knew right then and there, I said it was going to be something special.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much for
saying that. Thank you. Hollywood Boulevard, let me hear you. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you, man.